FexToolkit underwriting case of the day. We're going to be taking a look at COPD, also known as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So what we'll do first is put in some client information. Let's just say we're looking for $7,500 in coverage. Let's do female this time. We'll keep the state, well, let's leave it as Texas. And let's say 0510, and we'll do 1960. Client is 60 years old. We'll leave height, weight blank for now. And we're going to come back to nicotine use, but for now we'll leave it as none. So what we'll do, let's enter Spiriva this time. Very common COPD medication. And let's say the last use, let's say they use it every day, they're currently taking it. And let's say the first fill was about a year ago, so back in 2019. So we have it entered there, and we'll hit get quote. So we're presented with our list of companies here. So you can see you have several options to even get COPD full day one. So we have Liberty Bankers, we'll take it standard if ever. Transamerica similarly will take it standard if ever. We have GCU and Foresters as well with the same parameters, as well as CVS, the Ascendo Aetna product. If we go down a little bit further, we'll go to our gradeds. So we have Life Shield, who will take it graded if treated within 2 years. Mutual of Omaha is an if ever, they'll take it graded. Sentinel, last 5 years, take it New Vantage 2, which is their graded product. And of course we have we're getting into the modifieds as we scroll down a bit more. So we have the UHL, Assurant is an interesting one we're going to come back to, and AMM, which takes it ROP if treated within 2 years for COPD. And we have our guarantees down here, and America will go guaranteed if ever treated with Spiriva, ever treated for COPD. So Royal Neighbors is a decline currently due to the coronavirus. There's no graded product available for RNA, otherwise it would go graded if treated within 2 years, but for now it's just not available, that product, so it would be a decline. So we're going to scroll up, we're going to make one change here. We're going to say, let's say the client smokes, so they have COPD and they smoke, which is unfortunately somewhat common. We look at Liberty Bankers. This changes Liberty Bankers from standard to modified. So if the client smokes and has COPD, it's going to go modified. That's something to be aware of. The other thing I'll point out, we'll take the cigarettes off here. Let's say the client still takes the Spiriva, but the first fill was all the way back, let's say in 2012, 8 years ago. Let's get quote. You can see Assurant will come up as level. So Assurant's an interesting one, because if we go back here, I'll show you their actual tab. So let's go back to the case before. Let's say they were diagnosed last week. So if we scroll down to Assurant, Assurant is modified if the medication is first filled, or in plain English, if the condition was diagnosed in the last 3 years. Now, if they've had any hospitalizations or changes in meds, this can be affected, but generally, if they've had COPD and it's been stable for the past 3 years, at least, could go level, which is an interesting thing to keep in mind, because there's not too many companies where you can get the equivalent of a preferred level rating for COPD. Last thing I'll point out is the cheat sheet. So if you ever want to look up COPD quickly, pop it in here, and you're presented with the list of companies. Quickly now is we're actually going to run a quote on this client. So let's say all they're taking is the COPD medication Spiriva. Same client we have here, the 60-year-old female, paying with bank draft, and a non-smoker. Let's say we want to go with Liberty Bankers here, but we don't know which quote we're going to go with. Let's hit compare. We're pushed over to the quote compare. We can see the client's information was pushed over on the right side. Let's say we want to quote her 5,000, 8,000, and 15,000. And here are our fields here. And you can see the accidental are automatically calculated as well in case you want to show those rates. So that'll conclude today's FexToolkit case of the day, COPD.